A reading from the Gospel of Mark. Jesus took with him Peter and James and John, and led them up a high mountain where they could be alone by themselves. There in their presence he was transfigured. His clothes became dazzling white, whiter than any earthly bleacher could make them. Elijah appeared to them with Moses, and they were talking with Jesus. Then Peter spoke to Jesus. "Rabbi," he said, "it is wonderful for us to be here. So let us make 3 tents, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah." He did not know what to say. They were so frightened. And a cloud came, covering them in shadow. And there came a voice from the cloud. "This is my Son, the Beloved. Listen to him." Then suddenly, when they looked round, they saw no one with them except for Jesus. As they came down the mountain, he warned them to not tell anyone what they had seen until after the Son of Man had risen from the dead. They observed the warning faithfully, though among themselves they discussed what rising from the dead could mean. The Gospel of the Lord. Hello, my name is Osase, and I'm one of the youth leaders at Our Lady of the Rosary Parish in Kellyville, and I'm here to join you today for a Lenten devotion reflection. In the Transfiguration, Jesus revealed a mystery about himself to his disciples that was not easy to comprehend. What aspect of the mystery of the Transfiguration challenges or inspires you, and why? Thinking about this gospel reading myself, what I've guess sort of challenges me is the idea of Jesus telling his disciples, "Don't tell anyone." I mean, you see something so remarkable and you're sort of like, oh, how can I not want to tell anyone what I've just seen as well too? And so it sort of challenges you to spend the time to really reflect on what's just happened and focus on what's important and really look inside yourself. During Lent, we're called to spend more time in prayer and reflect on what we're sort of preparing for with Jesus' passion at Easter. And so I feel as though Jesus telling his disciples, look, don't tell anyone till I rise again. And they're sort of thinking, oh, but what does that even mean? That sort of challenges me to be like, look, I need to understand what I'm actually thinking about during this period of Lent. And if I'm just sitting there going to church every week or just thinking about what is Lent really about. Reflect on a time when you had a mountaintop moment of encounter with God. Did this special moment of grace strengthen your faith? For me personally, it would have to be World Youth Day. When we got to Fatima in Portugal, I was one of the lucky few from our diocese who got to carry Our Lady in the Marian procession. And during the procession itself, it was really a hustle bustle of people trying to chase after Our Lady and film this magical moment. So during that time, I couldn't really take it in. But afterwards, when my friends were showing me a video of it afterwards, I really just broke down into tears and it was just so emotional as well too, I guess, the power of our Lord. Before World Youth Day, I couldn't really imagine myself in a situation where I'd be crying about my faith as well too. And so from that moment on, I really understood, now I know what I'm doing, now I know what I believe in my faith for and what I'm here for. And ever since then, I've sort of just been really focused on, I guess, just finding the times of reflecting with God, learning more about my faith. And thankfully as well too, with that circle of friends that I built from World Youth Day, it's really shown me that Christ is alive in all of us. So before World Youth Day, I set a challenge for myself to talk to 10 complete strangers. And for me, that is very scary because I'm not someone who usually ventures out into that sort of space. I love being around people that I know and people that I sort of see every day. So to talk to 10 complete strangers, surrounded by millions of young people as well too, is a very daunting experience. And it was really something that definitely helped support me in my faith, but also in my personal development, because I just learned, I guess, so much more about how other people live their faith. And one of the things I sort of wanted to do on World Youth Day was just sort of see how the faith is expressed around the world too. And although that 10 people sort of supported me in my personal development as being an introvert too, it helped me also understand different ways faith is interpreted around the world and across cultures.